Hello my friends, and welcome back. In today's video, we will be releasing a brand new version of Komorebi, the tiling window manager for Windows. Today's release will be version 0.1.22, and I'm quite excited for this. The last release we did on this channel was for version 0.1.21. It didn't go very well. We had a whole retrospective video about everything that went wrong, and we implemented a couple of things in the pipeline to help us just catch some silly errors. So the first new thing we have in the pipeline is this cargo check step. Honestly, this should have been here a long time ago for PRs. But essentially now this fails the build whenever there are formatting errors, when there are check errors, and when there are Clippy errors. The other thing that we have added is this check go releases step. So why don't I just go back to a commit where this has already run, like this one, and we can see it runs kind of like a dry run build step, not a full release step, but a build step that basically goes through everything that you need to make a go release a package that will then go on to, be picked up by Scoop, and also I believe be added into the GitHub tag release page. So this is all done via Go Releaser. So this tests all of that. So now if there are any new binaries in the future like there were in version 0.1.21, we will catch any deployment errors hopefully before release day. So I just merged in some docs changes, updates to the docs, very cool. And yeah, I think we are ready. Wait, let me close other tabs. So I think the only thing really left to do is have a look for v0.1.21. What is this metadata? Oh, this is from Go Release when I was running it locally. We don't need that. We can ignore that one. That's this needs updating to point to the new changelog that will come. And so we should now have a lot of references to version 0.1.22. Yep. And we should not have any hard-coded references to master anymore. That one's okay. Alright, I think these are looking good. So we can rename all of these in the toml files to 0.1.22. Yep. And actually, we are introducing a new crate here, the Komorebi client crate. I'll talk about that in a minute once we have everything kicked off. So we run our updates here. Just add all of the changes. And yeah, we are ready to make our chore release v0.1.22 commit. And we are going to tag this commit, git tag v0.1.22, and we're going to git push the tags. And that is going to kick off our full release pipeline, and that is this one here. So we can keep an eye out here just to see what is going on. So there have been a lot of really cool changes, and the one that I am most excited about, all the way down here, is the introduction of the Rust client. So, as of this new version, it is possible to use the Komorebi client crate to subscribe to notifications of every window manager event and socket message handled by Komorebi in a Rust codebase. So we have a simple example of how this looks. So there is this kind of main entry point in Komorebi client, which is the subscribe method, and then you pass the name of your socket, and then you can listen for incoming events. And if you have an error, usually that means that the socket connection is broken. You can do some sort of retry and try and reconnect with a backoff here. But if you have some data coming through, this is most likely going to be a notification. So you try and deserialize it to a notification, which is here, Komorebi client notification. And yeah, you can do stuff with that. It's it's really cool. There are two, I think, examples of this in the wild now. But while I have you here, I will point you to Zbar. So Zbar is the first Rust application that is not an application written by me, that is actually making use of the Komorebi client crate. And I believe here we have feature add Komorebi provider. And oh sweet, there's a whole section in the README now as well. Let's check that. Usage with Komorebi, so cool. So freaking cool. Alright, so yeah, you add it to your float rules. I think we'll probably add this into applications.yaml in the app specific configuration. And then this is, we need to change this to Komorebi as well. But this is the magic, right, in the template. So you say for workspace of Komorebi.current workspaces. I don't really understand all of it. There's like CSS and all of that, but I have tried it out. It does work. It is very cool. I wonder maybe if I can get this working here. I need to Zbar exe open. This is not my monitor width anymore because I changed the scaling, so I'm not sure if this is gonna work as intended. Oh no, it worked. It kind of worked. This also gives me an opportunity to show some cool new features in Komorebi. So now you can do lvim Komorebi C config, and it will take you straight to your config. Like, I'm guessing more people will do this with VS Code or whatever, but if you hate looking up paths on Windows, this is really useful. So I did have here. So you'll notice here I have comments. Typically, you're not allowed to have comments in JSON, but Komorebi will now parse comments in a JSON file. And if you want your editor to be able to work with this, just set the format to JSON C, as I'm doing here now in the bottom left corner. I've just done that, and so now I can do this. So I like to have this work area offset if I'm using Zbar. And yeah, there it is. I think I need to restart Zbar for that. I don't know what that is behind. Oh, right. That needed to update. Okay, so there we go. We have Zbar. I think there's an issue with the scaling, because I'm at like 225% for the purposes of doing the video. But like when you change the workspace, it changes there. It's really cool. I'm very, very happy with this. I'm really glad to have a new kid on the block when it comes to top bars, especially an actively developed project in Rust. So that was 2 new features, I think, in Komorebi. So you now have Komorebi C, if I can type it, config, and that will show the path to komorebi.json, and then you can run that in a subshell, pass it to VS Code, pass it to Vim, NeoVim, whatever you want. And you also have the same for WHKD. That's going to give you the path to your WHKD RC file. So if you are a LunaVim user like myself, you can get that up here as well. Very cool. Oh my gosh, there were so many things. I think the other thing I want to show is also in the config, so let's go back there. So now, actually, Stackbar is still a work in progress. So I'm going to comment that out for now. Setf JSON C. There we go. But you will see here that you can actually set your colors in hex format now. So you can have, I think this is the hex for stack. So if we come down here, you can mix and match, right? Or you can have everything in RGB, or you can have everything in hex. But this gets paused, and this is fine. So why don't we, I'm not sure if I'm running the stack build right now. I am running the stack build. Very cool. So this is not in this version. It'll probably be in version 23. A little sneak peek at the stack bar at the top. So the more you stack, yeah, the more tabs come at the top. It's not quite ready yet. You can see it's kind of customizable with the height, the mode, all of that stuff. But yeah, stay tuned for this. I think it's going to be a really cool feature when it does land. So why don't we take a look and see how we are doing here. Okay, we got past the checks. We made a full build. We're making the MSI installer. Hell yeah, it is coming along. Why don't we take a quick look at what else went into this release? Oh, how could I forget? We have a brand new layout in this release. So we now have, let's see. We now have the grid layout, and this was done by the user Gatsu on Discord. Incredible. Why don't we, I think actually if we look in the pull requests, it will be one of the recently closed grid, add grid layout. And so this was by Gatsu, Javier, and Javier did such a good job. This is such a great PR. I think I wrote, this is such a great PR and one of the best first-time contributions I've ever seen to an open source repo. Honestly, come and look at this. It is exemplary. So why don't we try this out real quick. Komorebi C change layout grid. So nothing has changed just yet. But let me get the build back. Let's launch some windows. Oh, look at this. Look at this. So freaking cool. Unfortunately, I think Firefox has some issues in a recent version that we need to deal with. maybe not the best one to demonstrate the grid, but like, yeah, super cool layout. Also works with stacks, by the way, so like you can stack, move your stack, you can do all the things. It's really cool, and I think this is going to be particularly useful for people who have like TVs as monitors and they're like huge and it doesn't make sense to have a full height column. I think it's going to be good for you folks. Also, I believe that horizontal flipping, I should say, has been implemented. And vertical, there's an example of vertical flipping now as well. Amazing. Really amazing. I'm so happy with that, and I'm sure a lot of you will be too. So if you see Gatsu around on the Discord, if you see Javier around on the issues or the discussions, please do make sure to thank them for their contributions. We have hit the check go releaser part of the pipeline, and that was checked. Amazing, and we are running go releaser. So freaking cool. Are we gonna have... Oh my god, it worked. It worked. Oh my god, that is a much better release than last time. That is a much better release than last time. So we need to also update the docs, which I'm doing the build through NixOS just because of the Python dependencies. They're a bit much. So, oh wow, I'm so far behind. Okay, so get in all of these Python packages, and we're gonna do make docs deploy, is it? Make docs GitHub deploy force. I would really like to automate this next as well. That would be nice. So now if I go to gz.github.io/Komorebi, we should have the new version. I'm not seeing it. Still not seeing it. Oh, yeah. So the latest one now. Okay, let's give that a refresh. And we've added a new section here for some release specific notes. God damn it, I need to fix that up. Let me just do a quick fix up on this. I thought I had fixed it, but I guess I hadn't. So we just need to give this a title, I believe. Right? Make docs deploy. Alright, so in addition to the changelog, which is here, I think I want to add something here. Please check out the additional release notes. For this release, which includes information on how window size and border calculation have changed, and how you should update your configuration file for these changes. It's so hard coming up with sentences on the fly, and how you may wish to modify your configuration file. Wait, let me see if that makes sense. Please check out the additional release notes for this for this release. I don't think we need that. Please check out the additional release notes, which in notes is plural. Notes include, which include, they include. Okay. Please check out the additional release notes, which include information on how window size and border calculation have changed, and how you may wish to modify your configuration file. Okay, that's good. Update release. Nice. So here's the TLDR. We, and by we, I mean James, aka Raggy, on Discord, made some changes to the way windows are sized and drawn. By changes, we mean improved. And this actually removes the need to manually specify and remove invisible borders for applications that overflow them. Very cool, deep technical work. There is a PR. Where is that PR? Simpler and more precise border production. If you're really interested in the details, do check out this PR. And yeah, so basically active window border width and active window border offset have been renamed, not in a breaking way, to border width and border offset, so these two still exist as aliases, but you should update to using border width and border offset because they now also apply outside of the context of the active border window. So you can read through this to get some more info on that. And yeah, it is late on a Sunday night. I was supposed to do this release in the morning. I just kept putting it off and off and off. And now it's like, what time is it? It's almost 9:30, almost my bedtime. And yeah, I'm really glad this went well. Thank you to everybody who put in so much effort towards this release. Yeah. I'm glad to not be doing this alone anymore, and I'm very, very grateful for all of the support in making this the best tiling window manager you've ever used, hopefully, one day. Alright, before we wrap on up, we are gonna say thank you so very, very, very much to the sponsors of Komorebi. Starting from Azine, thank you so much. James, thank you so much, and thank you so much especially for all of the work that you put into this release. Pavel, EFL1P, private sponsor number 1, Chase, Maxwell, DM1681, Red Lobster, Darian, Kwang, Surefire, Solomon, Alex, private sponsor number 2, Evan, Alex, Julian, and Hisayuki, and of course all of the past sponsors. Thank you all so much for all of your support, for all of your ongoing support. It really, really means a lot to me. If you too would like to become a sponsor, get these shout outs, you can come on over to the sponsor page. You can be a one-time sponsor, you can be a monthly sponsor, and honestly, even if it's just $1 a month, it makes a huge, huge difference to me. You don't get a lot, you get these shout outs, you get a special role on the Discord, and you get my deep, deep gratitude. If, however, you are not in a position to become a sponsor, the very, very next best thing that you can do is make sure that you are subscribed right here on the YouTube channel. We are fully monetized now. We're getting a couple of cents every day from all the ads that are playing on these videos. We have tutorial videos, we have live programming videos, we have release videos, we have NixOS videos. We got so many videos, so stick around, watch the videos, leave some comments, leave some likes. It means a lot to me, and it's a really, really nice passive way for you to support the continuation of Komorebi. Alright, my friends, that was a nice release. I like that one. We should have more and more frequent and drama-free releases like this one. My friends, I hope that whatever you all do today, you have a great, great day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you all back here next time.